welcome to another episode of the Paisa Life Podcast. And yes, again, there is indeed Cumbia in the back playing again because we loved it. I loved it. This me is Bugs, and as usual, my homie
It's your boy O. I'm back. I'm sober and I'm ready to do this.
Let's do this. Yeah. I really dug our last intro last time.
Absolutely.
That inspired this one. So shout out to us for coming up with this.
Coming up with the idea of using someone else's music to make us a lot more poppin', which is really what we're
that's
starting.
what life is about, bro.
Yes.
That's what life is about. I've never watched anything on TV, movies, anywhere that wasn't somebody else's idea.
Right.
Somehow, one way or another, you know?
Yeah, I feel like there's no more original ideas left.
I feel like we're just empowering the Paisa.
We're just aggregating the Paisa lifestyle.
Yeah.
And we're delivering it to you.
We're flamboyantly expressing our Paisa-ness.
Absolutely. And in honor of our newfound discovery, I would like to premiere a new nickname.
Ooh, another one.
Another one.
What are we talking about?
From this podcast forward, I will be known as Chilaquil O'Neal.
Chilaquil O'Neal. Yes, that is an amazing one.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we were digging in the archives.
Not even that. I ate chilaquiles today.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
And
man.
it inspired me, as most Mexican food tends to do.
Because half of this podcast is food based.
A lot of it is food based.
I figured we talk a lot about food, bro. Cause
a lot of our analogies do go back to
because food is amazing, and it hit me today when I was with my wife, my kids. In Jersey, you know, my compadres, a.k.a. my brother-in-law.
Did you go to Passaic?
Yeah,
Patterson? Passaic?
Yeah, Passaic.
Man, the Mexican community in Passaic is heavy. I know because I used to go there every year for a tournament that we never won. But we would end up the winners because we would always end up eating the Mexican food over there, which is really close to, as close as you can get to Mexico food, I assume.
Yeah,
that's what I've been told.
That's definitely little Mexico out there. There was a Mexican parade today over there. So I didn't attend that, but you know,
right?
It was there. You know, I saw the gathering. I saw the flags. I saw the trucks, the belts, the hats.
Right.
You know, the whole shebang. You know, but yeah.
Shout out to Passaic.
Shout out to Passaic. Yeah, we out there, yo. We should go hand out. We should burn the podcast on CDs
and hand it out like mixtapes.
Hand it out like mixtapes. Like, yo, take it, my nigga.
Yeah, we got to do it. What motherfuckers do in the city, and we got to sign their names into it. So then they're forced to take it.
Cause to be honest, bro, to make a single CD, it's not that expensive, bro. Because we have the content, which is, you know, the podcast, and we can definitely burn a 50-cent CD. I think they're cheaper. I think they're a quarter, maybe. Cause
are blank CDs still out?
Bro.
Oh, yo, you guys can't see it, but this dude just took out a humongous spindle of blank CDs. What I assume cost them $3.99.
More or less, $4.99.
That's close enough.
Yeah. So I'm saying CDs are dirt cheap. So
I feel like maybe CDs are a thing of the past. I don't think people want that. I think they want something more instant. So what if we just hand out QR codes?
We could do that, but people are lazy. Like me personally, I don't have an app to read QR codes from Jump.
Also, now that I think of it, a lot of like Mexican older people have no idea what a QR code is.
Exactly.
I think CDs. You're right. I think CDs are the way to go.
Because if anything, the CD itself can be a flyer.
Yo, that's true.
It can be a coaster. Again, they're dirt cheap. Dirt cheap.
Coaster.
Yo, bro, the CDs have uses. I've used CDs for other uses other than music. Listening to music, bro. And
right. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, believe it or not, it's the oldest form of digital media we have that we still sort of use today, bro.
That we still use.
Yeah,
I was gonna say floppy disks.
That's CDs like CDRs are gonna be my daughter's like VHS tapes or like maybe Betamax tapes, like some crazy shit they used to use when I was little.
Yeah.
But then, you know, like, they definitely went away before, you know, like, SD cards took over the place.
Yeah.
Speaking of SD cards, yo, shout out to SD cards. They just unveiled the 1 terabyte SD card.
Ooh.
Son, that is size of the future, my guy.
Yeah. Also, I if we're on the technology talk, I want to make an announcement.
Shaking.
What?
I said we're shaking.
I finally bought an Xbox One.
Bro, welcome to the making your life easier team, you know? Because me personally, I don't play video games no more, bro. But my Xbox is the center of my entertainment.
Yeah.
Because I got my Hulu connected to that. We got that
Right.
Netflix. From my computer, I can stream movies. That anything that I download from the internet on my computer, I can stream to my Xbox.
Really?
I can use my smartphone as the control to just navigate through the Xbox. That's what I need. I personally don't need cable. I can watch everything on internet. So we're good. I'm about to get a over the air antenna. Kind of like the bunny-ish shit, but the new shit, the digital stuff. It works exactly the same. You plug in, it's bands that are in the airwaves already. Because I don't know if you remember, like maybe 2010, they made a big stink about everybody going digital and some shit like that. I don't really remember the specifics, but I remember that it was that it was something about the airwaves are going digital, no longer an analog signal, and pretty much they got free HD channels in the air, bro. So all you need is an antenna, and then you got free TV. Like the local cables, like channels 1 through like 20 or 15 or some shit like that, all free.
Huh. How many people did we already lose 2 minutes into this podcast?
I have no idea, but shout out to you.
Yeah.
Because if you thought you were gonna get an interesting conversation about things that matter,
You didn't, but you kind of did, but you really didn't.
wrong place, buddy. Wrong
Wrong
place.
place.
I'm glad you got out of here already.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, because me personally, I love weeding out the people that ain't about that, Because again, this is just conversation. We chilling, Two Paisas show up at sometime within a week or 2 weeks, and we just catch up on how shit goes.
Yeah. And a lot has happened since we sat down and really had our Paisa conversations. And I just want to send, I want to give Google a hand for putting my man El Santo this week. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, on the search bar, on the main,
yeah. If you don't know who El Santo is, he's Mexico's. Am I going too far by saying he's Mexico's Superman?
He is.
He is. Right?
I mean,
he's like the no. Let me stop myself. He's like the Rock in Mexico.
Yeah. Because if we had a Superman, it'd be a Chapulín Colorado.
That's what I. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. It could be up for the. It could be either or. But your second analogy, I feel, was accurate.
A little more accurate. So if you don't know who El Santo is, he was a Mexican wrestler who had a silver mask, silver cape, and he transcended from the ring. He made movies, he made cartoons, he made shows.
Rockstar.
Yeah, man, for real. He's one of Mexico's premier icons.
Like if you show his mask to any brown person, they'll be like, "Oh, El Santo."
Oh, El Santo. Oh, they know, and I feel like El Santo's still rocking, right? There's like 3 generations of El Santo at this point.
Yeah, I think El Santo at some point became a franchise that can be passed off.
Yeah, that's the thing about lucha libre. It's a bunch of wrestlers with masks, but the marketing behind it is genius because the original, can die, and someone else can just take over.
Yo, bro, and wrestling itself is crazy because I vividly remember when I was like 6 years old, right before we came to the U.S., that in my pueblo they had a fair, near where the church is, and I distinctly
always near a church.
I distinctly remember a ring literally in the middle of the street.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And then they were having an anybody can go up thing. So I remember going up, just sort of running around with other kids, sort of bumping into each other. And I was like, yo, this shit is fucking amazing. Yeah. To where I feel like maybe if I would have stayed in Mexico, I could have pursued lucha libre.
You think so? What would be your lucha libre name?
Because think about it, bro. I did join wrestling team in high school.
I did too.
We were pretty decent,
I was terrible. I just wanted to lose weight. We
lived the sprawl, again, life-changing for a lot of
niggas.
us.
That's true.
In a bad way for, on the receiving end, good for me, but, like it just proves that, fundamentals win fights.
Oh, man, there you go. But back to my previous question. If you were still in Mexico and you pursued wrestling, what would your wrestling name be?
Let's see. I feel like I would have maybe gone through a few different names.
Few different names.
Yeah,
Would you wear a mask?
I'll probably wear like a Robin type shit, because I feel like I'd have long hair and I would still pursue the whole I'm native sort of thing. Because
Right.
look at me, it's like I can't get away from that.
Would you wear maybe paint instead of a mask? Kind of paint
Yeah.
just to cover your face,
yeah, like just the stripes
like
and
some
then-
Apache shit.
Yeah,
Yo, that'd be a dope name.
yeah. I want to do like I would be like a mixture of an Apache and then like maybe a reggaetonero, like with the shades and
So
like
you show with the Versace's.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my god,
yeah.
it's 2016, but you would still come out with Yandel playing in the back.
Definitely, they go. Dun,
Ah man, that
Yo.
shit would be pretty lit.
Yo, that song was lit. Still is lit. But I was just thinking about it. I was like, yo, niggas was really rocking to this like heavy, and like you can bump it now, and it still thumps. But it was like, yo, that shit was like life changing. But yeah, back to the Lucha Libre. I don't know.
I
bro.
think that's pretty much all we had on Lucha Libre. Lucha Libre is dope because Lucha Libre is its own thing. It's its own culture in Mexico. It's a big, humongous thing. It's not wrestling is huge here, but I feel like it's a way of life over there.
It's just it has. You look at it from the outside, just like you do here. Like, why do you like that? And then when you talk to someone that likes it, it's like, oh, I know it's fake, but there's like stories behind it. Like, it's not just two dudes running around bumping into each other. Like, everyone loves the story around it. Like it literally is a novela. It's a physical novela that ends up in people bleeding, because in novelas everyone usually bleeds. They come to
everyone gets. So is it just me, or do people always get put on fire in novelas? Someone's always put on fire.
In some sort of tragic death. Because I've seen maybe some acid. Someone gets ran over, or thrown over a cliff. Cutting brakes. Just something crazy. Because this is the pretty much the foundation of novelas that I've discovered. Good guy and good girl are in love, but bad girl gets in the way, while sort of bad guy tries to swoop in, and then somehow they all cross paths, and then the people that shouldn't be together are together, and then but for some reason they can't be at the end of the day because somehow somebody blackmailed somebody, and then the whole point is that at the end, good guy and good girl end up together, and then bad girl is usually
dies a really fucked up death.
Some
brutal death.
Like karma finally hits her.
Right, in the form of acid or fire.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the template to every novella I've ever seen.
I think also the ends of most of the Chucky movies.
Sounds about right.
Because he's been burned alive. And burned by acid and.
I wonder if the same guy is writing them.
Maybe. I mean, again, I've never seen something that wasn't somebody else's idea. So who knows?
How crazy would it be that if Child's Play was based off of like Dos Mujeres Un Camino, sort of? Oh my god, yeah.
So that'd be lit,
that'd be.
I can see it. I can see somebody be like, "Oh shit, these bitches is crazy," and then it's like, "Crazy bitches have children. Children be playing Child's Play."
Oh my god, yeah.
Who knows, bro? Who knows? Again,
it could be it.
All the ways things happen in the universe. Who knows, bro?
Who knows?
There's an endless amount of opportunities for things to happen or not to happen.
Yeah.
Shit blows my mind, bro. Because every time I listen to all these like crazy physicists on YouTube and like TED Talks and shit, when niggas start talking about dimensions and things like that, I get scared, bro.
Especially if you're fucking stoned, because then you start thinking like, I'm so insignificant, and then you just think of all the endless possibilities and endless universes that are out there. Like, there's this theory that I read about, or maybe I just made up, but it's the idea that every time you think of a thought, that universe
you created it.
Oh, you heard it too, then.
Well, I'm a firm believer of that, because I personally believe that if you want something, you'll go out of your way to make it. Get it,
Which is why Jet Li's movie The One is so dope. It's a terrible movie, but it's a great movie.
But it resonates with you.
It resonates with you.
And then that's what makes horrible movies great, because rocket movies, they're not all that great, bro.
They're not.
But they inspire you, bro. They make you want to go out there and really, really just run and, just punch some shit.
Also, movies have a habit of making you think things are a lot easier.
Oh, of course. That's just the effect of the camera, bro.
Right.
That's why I love picking up a camera, picking up different lenses, just seeing the difference of how things shoot, you know,
Right.
just so I know when something wants to feel a certain way, I know what to go to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I like to dabble in all this technology shit, you know, because, you know, if I can get, you know, some audio equipment sort of sounding right, I can get some sort of visual sort of looking right.
Yeah.
You know, all I really need is, you know, dialogue, you know,
Did
a
you ever see the
platform.
movie Hustle and Flow?
Yes. I see. No, wait. I seen parts of it.
Parts of it?
I think I've seen like maybe the first 45 minutes and maybe the last 15. Maybe?
Yo, I feel like Hustle and Flow made people think it's really easy to be a rapper. Because the guy, like,
I thought 8 Mile did that.
yeah, but the thing about
which one came first though?
it doesn't even matter at this point. I think 8 Mile probably did, but no. But Hustle and Flow was like the guy's in his living room, and there's a guy with a keyboard, and another guy with equipment sort of like ours.
I was just about to point that out. Like,
Yeah.
yo, it kind of sounds like exactly what we
exactly.
got, but without the
Right,
fucking keyboard.
exactly. But like,
I do have a keyboard downstairs though.
yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. But the fact is that they made like studio sounding beats.
Yeah.
Using the setup that we have, but this was back then, so you know it was a little more barbaric.
I mean, because I can only imagine what if you really did that, what it would be like.
Right.
Because again, the first time I used a mixer was a few years back, and if I would have recorded anything, it would have sounded like shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, but their song went on to play on the radio somehow.
I mean, shout out to them.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
shout out
movie.
to that character, that guy from the movie. You did it.
Whoever wrote that role, good for you.
Good for you, because you bamboozled a bunch of people into thinking they could be mixtape artists.
Who won in that scenario, bro? Who made money? I mean, obviously the mixtape industry. You know, people that make CDs.
3-6 Mafia, because they won an Oscar off of that.
Did they really?
They did. They
Oh,
did.
Shit, Oscars, bro.
Yeah.
And
They
then
lobbied the shit out of that.
yeah, hell yeah, that made people want to be like, oh, yo, them dudes make beats. I can make
Yeah.
beats.
Yo, someone told me, it might have been you, that the way that Academy Awards are given is you lobby for them. It's like the whole procedure where you just kind of pretty much pay to get an Academy Award.
You might have to.
Somebody told me. I don't know. Whoever you were, shout out to you. I hope you were telling the truth. Because if not, then I sound like a real dickhead right now.
Yeah, yo, and don't mind me moving around the equalizer right
No,
now.
not at all. I was wondering what you were doing, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get it to sound as good as possible. I just realized that I can move shit around.
again, we're still trying new things out.
There you go. See, just turn on the equalizer, let the thing do its thing. Boom.
That was genius.
It is. Yo, so El Santo. So back to El Santo.
Oh.
So the Mexican Superman. No, wait.
No, what would be his equivalent?
Let's see, El Santo.
The Rock
It
kinda-
would be a Rock, but a little more legendary. Because
A
right now
little more.
the Rock is just it resonates with the youth.
Yeah.
Like old people don't really fuck with the Rock. They're like, okay,
You don't think so?
it's a big brown guy. So what about it?
I feel like we're kind of still fucking with it. I think that's why he's so popular.
Yeah, again, the
'Cause
youth.
everybody fucks with the Rock. He's still wrestling too. I've seen a couple.
He wrestles, yo. This nigga is heavy. Yo, do you follow this nigga on Instagram? Yo,
Yo.
this nigga's forever not doing nothing. You know,
Word.
that shit is crazy. He's up like from the morning working out. Fucker, he's shooting movies like
Yo.
3-4 different movies.
Yeah, he's wild.
Yeah, that's like I try to do a lot of things at once, and yo, that's just tough, man.
He doesn't have kids.
Didn't he just have a kid?
I don't know. Maybe I like to make my statements not based on facts.
I feel you, bro. I also function in a similar manner, you know.
Yeah.
Cause do we really care? Cause me personally, my opinion is my opinion. I don't care what you
Right.
tell me.
I
you
don't
know?
care if I'm technically wrong. It's
Yeah.
my opinion, and I'm gonna have it.
Yeah, the way I see it, it's fuck you if you're right. You know.
And that kind of works because I don't think there's anyone more hard-headed than an old Paisa woman.
Oh hell yeah! Like I'm with a young bicycle woman, and they're hard headed as hell.
Yeah,
so
they're fucking hard.
I can only see it getting worse.
Yeah, I think with age, you get a lot more. You get progressively grumpier, and the more grumpy you get, the more you don't want people to tell you anything at all, even if you're in the wrong.
Especially if you're in the wrong.
Especially if you're in the wrong.
People
Absolutely.
hate being told they're wrong.
I hate being wrong. That's why I use big words to try to confuse people into thinking I'm smarter than I really am,
You
so they just
bamboozle
don't.
Don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions.
You lead it to like,
Yeah.
only if I understood what that one word meant.
Yeah, that's the only way I can get it. I can one of them. Oh, you don't know what that meant? Well,
What?
how intelligent do you do you think you really are then?
I love using the excuse of, please do not use words you cannot spell.
Yeah. I mean, I use them all the time, but I feel like I
Yeah.
use them in the appropriate
Yeah,
context.
the double standard, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna hold up a standard to which we don't uphold ourselves to.
Yeah, that's true.
But everybody should be like that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Fuck it though. It is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
Yo, I remember last week I was mentioning something about
Native Americans?
Nah, aparte, you know, I'm always talking about that.
Yeah.
And I love that my hair's getting longer.
I see that.
Because the feather is gonna come
I
in
see that.
soon.
The feather's coming soon.
The feather is coming
The
soon.
denim jacket.
When it comes, you won't know what hit you.
Just I
And you're
can't
gonna-
wait to see you with a bolo tie, just rocking that.
Bro, I'm going to, and I guarantee you, white people are gonna be like,
Oh, what tribe are you from?
how there,
Yeah,
or
how?
how. I feel like I've been practicing that a lot. Lately, not lately. I mean, my whole life.
Right.
Because every time I see somebody saying, "Hey, hello," you know,
Yeah.
I say, "How?" Hey,
Wow.
Hey.
I can't wait till you're like, oh, I'm actually from Mexico. And they'll be like, oh.
yo, are you gonna
Alright.
blow people's minds, bro? So anyway, people that are listening to this, please don't spoil the surprise to anybody, okay?
Right, yeah. Wait, do white people listen to us? Do you think we've made it there? Because that's the only way we're going to get popping is if white people start fucking with us heavy.
I don't know. Maybe I mean, white people do love listening to things that are,
Not theirs,
Yeah.
so they can make it theirs?
yeah, you know, like, oh my god, I got an inside scoop on the on the colors.
How great would it be that we could replace all white people? And Paisa Life is run by 2 Jewish white guys.
Oh man, well, actually, I do want to convert to Judaism,
There you go.
so I'm halfway there.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I want to convert to Judaism.
Is there a specific reason?
Or
Or is it the tax breaks?
a few specific reasons. Bro. Main ones because me personally, I don't believe in any religion.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like just converting from Catholicism to Judaism was just.
That's like the most you can do, right? Just, well,
Yeah.
maybe Islam would be like the...
Well, what I was thinking is maybe go Islam and then convert al último hasta Judaism, and then I can be like, they're all whack.
They're all trash.
They're all
Try
trash.
my religion.
Bang, son. And then the church come. Or, it wouldn't even be a
Wow.
church. It'd be a social group.
I feel like you're walking into a cult
A
mentality,
thin
and
line,
I respect it, and I support your decision.
It's not a cult. It's. I mean, some people call it a gang. Because
Wow.
we're definitely gonna have jumping in. No, let me stop. No, let me stop. We ain't jumping nobody.
I can't imagine people getting jumped in by dudes with robes.
Oh, yo, that would be we should look that up on YouTube. Damn, the computer's down. Fuck, it's
Ah.
updating. Yo, I did not know this was gonna happen. If I was gonna know that my computer was gonna take this long to update, I would have definitely let it update.
Updates are the worst.
It-
That's
yeah.
what you do right before you fall asleep.
Well, that's what I usually do, and then it said shut off and update and shut off, or update and restart.
Oh, they got you. That's
And-
how they corner you after a while. They're like, listen, nigga, you got no other choice.
I mean, I can go to sleep. I cannot turn it off. Like, I've had my computer on for like months at a time.
Yeah, me too.
I love my computer. Man. Yo, this thing has years on there, bro. But it's held me the podcast. You know, a lot of my work has come from it. You know, like this shit holds it down, man. Like, I'm the type of person that I use my stuff, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't baby anything I got.
Yeah.
You know, because if you got it, why not use it, man?
Right,
You
right.
know? So, like, for example, my camera, like, look at this shit stuff right there.
Yeah.
It's just held me down, my guy.
Right.
I got work this Saturday. Boom, son. Just with the 50 mil lens I showed you. Boom.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
that's all you need.
Simple life, bro. That's all I want. Just to live a simple life. All I want is just a license. I want to pay a little bit more taxes. You know, I want to upgrade the property value of my home. You know, I want to do all that white collar shit. Yo, let me fuck with y'all.
Yo, let us in.
Let us
Yo, and speaking of,
Pretty was pretty in the posada.
yo, shout out to Posadas, man.
Oh, yeah.
We do one at my house every
Those are coming, bro. They're coming. Posada season is coming, B.
Posada season. Yo, if you don't know what a posada is, it's basically people walking around in the middle of Christmas Eve. Is it
Yeah.
holiday season? We'll say.
I mean, yeah, holiday, because it starts like mid-December.
Yeah.
I think after 12 de diciembre, which
Mhm.
is, La Virgen de Guadalupe's birthday.
How old is she now?
I mean, is it the birthday or is it just like her day?
I feel like it doesn't matter. because it's not real.
Shh, shh, don't tell them.
Don't tell them.
They won't, they won't listen to us.
They won't listen.
They won't listen to us.
Let them think. That's
Yo,
cool.
yo, that shit is crazy, bro. That people could think you're funny, people could think you're entertaining, people could think, the best of you. But the moment you tell them, like, things that you're open about,
Right.
they'll be like, oh my God, you're such a, like, they'll look at you so terribly. That's why, I try to tone it down a little bit with the Piff talk on the podcast.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people be like, these guys are funny. Yeah. Oh my God, they're talking about drugs. Oh my God,
Yeah.
they're the worst.
Yeah.
These people are bad.
Yo.
Get away from them.
And again, it's the same people that judge everyone, go to church, cleanse it off, and then just start going back to their judginess.
I feel like we need to start incorporating that into the separating all those things that we were preconditioned with. To it's like, yo, we understand that some people like those, they're into that, but let's leave that at the door when you listen to this conversation. Like, we're not trying to offend nobody. That's just the way we see it.
Yo,
you're listening to a conversation, And
not for nothing, but the most, and I feel like I've said this before, but the most fucked up people I've ever met were the most religious.
Yeah.
They were like the ones that are heavy on the church.
Yeah, like they'll go. Yeah, like the people that literally will hate you. Like I've seen religious people just go, like fucking hate you, like with passion. Yeah. Like really, really meaning. I'm like, yo.
Do you think that's why they go so hard in church, just because they're fucking terrible human beings? And right. Right?
I mean, I feel like people want to feel good.
You know what I think it is. I think they've been in church so much.
It's called moral self-licensing. Which
is that what it is?
Well, that's what I've heard it been called, which is you do things to make up for the fact that you're doing wrong.
You know what? I used to think that, but lately I'm starting to think that they've been in church for so long, and they've been told that
because there's good people that are in church.
No, yeah, absolutely.
That's why
that's
I personally,
true too. That's true too.
That's why I like it. That's why I'll attend.
But some people let it get to their heads, man, and
they'll live by it, but not live by it.
Not even that. I just think they're so used to people telling them they're so good at what they're doing, and they're such good people for attending church and going so hard at it, that they start believing it, and they start thinking that anyone that doesn't is beneath them, and have no right to tell them what.
The look-down effect.
The look-down effect. That could be it, man. That could be it. But, man, I want to send a special congratulations to all, because I went to the city today, and I just want to send a special congratulations to every Paisa I saw with a white woman.
Yo, they was out there today.
They're out there, and I especially love seeing a Paisa guy with a taller white woman. Because you're doing it, my guy. You're doing it.
Like grandota, like aunque te pegue.
Yeah, it's like I've never heard that saying, man.
I think that's the saying, bro. Please correct if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the saying in Mexico, bro.
If we're wrong, please correct us.
Ask your pops or your moms, bro.
They might know.
They might know.
Yeah. Just send us an email at paisalife@aol.com. Just we'll respond.
Like we can connect to some people that way. That's how we can get the older demographic.
You already know.
Yo, do you know how many people that have been my clients that have crazy, like, either Yahoo, Hotmail, AOL accounts?
Yeah, every Paisa. Yo, we really got to do is get a WhatsApp.
Oh, yes. We
connect everyone.
Oh, man. And I try to stay away from those things, bro, because it's like, why do I need them?
Right.
But people use them.
WhatsApp is humongous.
Everywhere.
Yo, I can't tell you how many people I saw on the subway with WhatsApp. And they were all Dominican.
Looking into the phones, bro?
Oh, yeah. You already know.
Got the shades on.
You get the shades on, hoping I see a nude.
like, what you got popping? Like,
you don't look word? You're going to send that to him? I would rethink that strategy if I were you. You could do better, ma. Yeah. Here, let me give you my number.
Está ahead with the córtale.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eugenio Derbez.
Yo, hilarious.
A staple in the Paisa community.
Oh, absolutely.
Because even if you're not Mexican, you see that dude shit, you laugh, man. He funny, man.
He's a funny dude.
Mexicans were funny, man. I don't know why.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's because we're like at the bottom, bro. That all we can do is just make fun of ourselves and slowly punch up, slowly.
Yeah.
But that's cool, man. I like that shit, because that shit really hit me today, bro. When again we were in Jersey, I forgot what it was called, Red Barn, like by Long Branch, somewhere by the shore. And then we went to a Mexican restaurant, and it's crazy because it is a Mexican restaurant. Mexicans are running it. They got them in the kitchen, the meseros, everything. The menu's popping. Everything's good. And then you got white people, and I'm looking over here. I'm like, yo, yeah, I got chelas, and they're like, no, we don't nothing else cerveza. They're like, oh.
Ooh.
And then my man was like, "Oh, you got the liquor store down the street." And I was like, "Nah, that's fine." Because me personally, I feel weird bringing in brew into the thing. But then I noticed, I looked around me and I'm like, "Oh shit, we're surrounded by white people at the Mexican restaurant."
Huh.
It would feel weird, bro. And they all had their own drink. Like dudes came in with 6-packs.
Really?
But these are old white people, bro. But that shit was fucking crazy. It kind of blew my mind a little bit. And like in the table behind us, you had like a table of maybe 6, 7. My mans came in with like 3, 4 bottles of wine. Then the restaurant came out with the cups and everything, with the glasses.
Uh-huh.
And they was just having a fucking blast, fucking getting chilaquiles and fucking.
Shout out to chilaquiles. Chilaquiles are life.
Chilaquiles are like, that just goes to prove that Mexicans will make anything out of everything, because that's really just, again, tortillas and salsa just made it another way.
Yeah.
Just made it another way.
There's like 7 to 20 different dishes involving the same.
Because think about it, my favorite
ingredients.
One of my favorite foods in life are enfrijoladas, which for those that don't know it's fried tortilla smothered, covered in
Beans.
And the beans are cooked a certain way with aguacate leaf in it,
Mm-hmm.
just to give it a little bit of taste, a little bit of chile, a little bit of cheese on top, a little bit of crema, and that's just like tacos, just like
Right.
inside out sort of,
Right. And if you add maybe egg to that, it's a completely different dish.
And now you're in chilaquile realm.
Yeah. Chilaquile
You're
realm.
close. Just replace the frijol and then just put more salsa and then pound.
There you go.
Back to base.
There
And then
you go.
you use the same formula, and then you make tostadas, fried tortilla. You just put the sauce on top.
You just don't break it up. There you go.
Or just keep the tortilla normal, just heat it up, or put a little bit of grease and just put in the
Yeah.
comal. Put, some frijoles in the middle. You got a taco, boom.
Yo, have you ever had the struggle taco, which is just a
The sal-
tortilla with sal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see,
Yo, my nigga, you are not a true paisa if you cannot grab a tortilla,
Uh-huh.
grab a little hint of salt, and
And just
zoom,
roll it up
zoom,
with the one motion.
the roll, zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with these machine-made tortillas. I distinctly remember, bro, I was like maybe 5 or 6. My mom used to send me to the tortilleria,
Mhm.
like by myself with the money, and I'd scoop up a little thing of tortillas. Oh, yo, that smell, bro. I will never, ever forget that smell,
Yo,
bro.
nothing beats the blue ones, though.
Came just fresh out the machine. Just, zoom.
Yo, the blue ones.
Your blue ones is popping.
Yeah.
Every time I see those, like, oh, I want tacos de esos, bro.
Yeah, man. Because it's just.
I feel like white people will pay extra for that beef.
Oh, you already know.
Yo, and this is on some dead ass shit. If you want to open a restaurant in Broadway, Liberty, and you were holla at us, because we need a Mexican restaurant in Liberty stat, like a taco spot sort of spot.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
ASAP.
And I'm just throwing $1 million idea out there just because it's nothing, because that's what we do out here in Paisa life. Let us leave tacos.
Huh.
Think about it, bro. For the hipsters.
Wow.
Think about it.
They would have to be
Blue leaf tortillas.
genderqueer tacos.
Oh, fucking shit.
Sapiosexual chilaquiles.
Sexual fluid or what?
Sexual
Heterofluid. Heterofluid. Or
Heterofluid tamales. Yo, hipsters would eat that shit up.
Gender neutral.
Tostadas.
Gluten free tostadas.
Oh, yo, can gluten free be Mexican? I'm sorry, can Mexican food be gluten free? I feel like
they got all those products.
Really,
bro, they can take gluten out of everything, bro. It's just marketing, bro. It's just marketing.
Yeah, it is.
Everything is marketing.
Except for people that have like celiac disease and their stomachs are like ripped apart by regular food. Then it's not so much marketing for them. It's like an actual disease.
But think about it, bro.
But fuck those people.
If that's all it takes to take you away, bro.
True.
You weren't supposed to be here.
That's true, man.
Survival of the fittest. And this is coming from a dude that broke a limb, and in the real world would have been lunch. So I recognize that, I shouldn't be here.
How about people that die from fucking peanut butter?
Damn. Shout out to them, but not really.
Not really.
Not really, because that's peanut butter that took you up, huh?
Yo, that's
Ma,
fucked
wherever
up,
you are.
man. That's crazy. Or a bee's thing stops your heart. Well, it else doesn't stop your heart. You just can't breathe, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any allergies to bees that I know of.
Imagine some crazy bug biting you somewhere you never expected to get bitten at. That should be crazy.
Or a bug biting you when you never expected
A
to?
crazy bug, like one of those crazy poisonous like spiders.
Like Zeke on your dick?
Oh, nah.
That'd be the worst, though.
Is that a thing? Can you get Zeke in a specific spot of the body? Or?
Yo, again, Paisa Life at yahoo.com.
Fuck facts. Yahoo. Yo, speaking of Zika, last week I mentioned that there was
Zika, that's what we were talking about.
Zika contaminated something, and I got my notes here. Finally found it, and yo, this sounds super alarming. I feel like this should be out in the airwaves stat, but we got Zika contaminated meth.
Wow.
So just think of that.
So if you're
the
doing
health
meth,
hazard.
be very careful. Yo, have you heard of that one drug? I'm not really sure what the name is. It's a while long, but it's like a heroin alternative.
The Russian shit,
I don't know.
crocodile, the shit that makes your skin fall off.
That's what it is.
And it looks like you got fucking like scales, like fucking.
Is that what it is? This one that looks like you just got acid all over your skin and it just eats through it.
I think
They call it the flesh-eating drug.
I think so. Yeah. Did you see it on the Vice documentary?
I did not.
I
saw it on
Vice got a documentary on it.
Word?
Yeah.
Send me the
like,
link.
Like it's some Russian shit. It all I know is they got like it has
I think it is. Yeah.
like eye drops solution.
drops?
Like it has mad chemicals in it induced you just smoking it, but like they do it to the point like they fiend so hard to the point where like their skin literally falls off.
No. This one they inject it, but I hear that if you inject it the wrong way.
No, I think they might do it. Yeah, I think you might be able to do it both ways, though.
Yeah, wow, I didn't know they smoked it. I know they inject it, but if you inject it the wrong way, it creates like some sort of acidic compound that just eats away at your skin. They call it the flesh eating. So like people end up with like you see their bones and shit. It just eats away their skin, their flesh, everything. So shout out to you for taking that drug. I guess you fucking maniac.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to in real time. Okay, Google. Flesh eating drug.
According to Mayo Clinic, treatment involves immediate delivery of IV antibiotics. Surgical removal of dead or infected tissue from the wound is often required.
I feel like we might have found our fact checker.
Yeah, because the guys that we had weren't very effective.
Yeah. Even though I realized that I'm taking time to
Talk to a machine.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're tracking?
As a matter of fact, do me a favor. We're going to do some live experimenting on the air, even though it's not really technically live, and we can edit it out. But
right.
You know, you'll be all right. Just participate with us, man. This is real life editing.
Right. Just
I don't want to edit after the fact. So I just want to, try something right now.
Okay.
So do me a favor, just talk about a certain topic, and then I'll just...
Certain topic?
Yeah.
Damn, I feel like now that you put me on the spot, I'm blank. Bring it closer to the mic, though. Is Google helping us?
It didn't talk. What I was trying to do is I was trying to put down the volume on my mic
to have
so I can talk to it while you said something to make it seem like
I'm talking to Google.
Yeah, because I was like no, like I was talking to Google because right now when I asked it about the flesh eating shit, you heard me talk to it. I had to say okay Google.
Do you think that Google is not tracking you?
It's definitely tracking.
Yo,
that's why I use it. Because I used to say flagrant shit. Like, okay, Google, suck my dick. Just shit like that.
Okay, but here's a fun fact. I remember once going to a physical, and they asked me. You know, they always ask you, do you do drugs? Do you drink? This and that. And the lady pretty much asked me if I smoked weed, and I said yes. And she said, "Look, I'm going to ask you again, and the reason why is because if you say yes, these records are given to the police department, and they start tracking who's doing weed, who's drinking, who's doing these drugs, and they know who's doing what. They're watching you. So next time you go to a doctor and you know that you smoke loud almost on a regular basis, just maybe not tell them that you're smoking loud.
Loud packs on the Reggie.
Right, so they don't know that you're the one that they should pull over. Because then once your name gets pulled up, and
unless you got money and you got lawyers, so you can tell them to go fuck themselves.
That too,
which is.
Or give connections.
Which is that's why I like this country, bro. Because the corruption is not down low; it's up high.
Speaking of corruption and drugs, did you hear about the drug seizure in New York City? They made their biggest bust, and it happened at the expense of the Sinaloa cartel.
And
NYC.
Shout out to the homies.
Shout out to them, but not really. We're not taking sides on this.
I recognize the work ambition of my fellow countrymen.
Right.
I don't condone the way they go
Maybe
about
not
it.
in the right direction. Good effort,
Exactly.
just
exactly.
not in the right direction.
Yeah. Viva Mexico though.
Yeah, Viva Mexico. Yo, I bought a Mexican flag today from a dude for $2,
Word.
and I had it on my book bag the whole time. So people had any question as to where I was from, they could be like, "Hey, look at my book bag." Here it is.
Just for future reference, bro, I have a humongous flag that's I keep in my closet for
If I just wrap it around myself like a
six-
superhero.
Bro, not even like this thing would drag. This is like literally
Yeah, I
like
know, I've
like
seen
a,
that.
like a 12-foot flag at least. So I'm trying to work out on a portable rig. So like with a pole extension and everything, so you can just
feel like that would get in your way if you're walking around.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like I wanted to be able to fit in a box.
Ah,
That's one thing I've been into a lot lately, trying to figure out how to get things into a case so you can move
right.
about with them.
So if you have any ideas on how we can do this, please email us at paisalife@hotmail.com.
At MSN,
MSN.com.
live.
Either one.
like, yo, the craziest
MSN
thing.
messages.
As a matter of fact, the craziest thing about that, bro, is now that you have an Xbox One, you're gonna realize that you need your Hotmail
I had
account.
to make one.
You need your Hotmail
I know.
account. Damn, that sucks, bro.
Yo, it is what it is. You can actually link up your Gmail, but I made a Hotmail and already forgot the password. And in the Hotmail, actually.
I mean, well, that's the thing, man. Like, people need to realize how important all that whole digital shit is because
Yeah.
you use it, yo.
Yeah, you do.
Nowadays, you're either
You really
completely
use
offline or you're all the way online. There's like really no in betweens, man.
Yeah, it's like you're all the way lit or not lit at all.
Yeah,
There's no in between.
yeah. Like, cause think about it. How does everybody communicates through Facebook, bro? Like, how many times have we gotten in touch when we couldn't get in touch through phones?
Yeah,
through
on
Facebook.
Facebook.
It's because it's always on my computer. So if anybody contacts me, it's here.
Right.
I don't really keep it on the phone because again, I don't like distractions on my phone.
Yeah.
Me personally,
I should probably do that.
Me personally, I just like if I need to see something, it's just on the computer. Like I try to keep my phone strictly for receiving, reading emails, not even responding. Like if I got to respond, probably hop on the computer,
Right.
or just any notifications that I need to get whenever I need to get stuff.
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah.
But Facebook's not that important, man.
You know
Like,
what?
Like I got Instagram, but I don't really look at notifications.
You know
unless
what?
on my Wi-Fi, just shit like that. I mean,
Yeah, speaking of communicating with, Facebook is so important for communication purposes with other people, right?
mhm.
And I think I want to use it to communicate with people in Mexico because I hear there's a market for people in Mexico that have extremely big feet.
Is there?
There is. And unfortunately for them, they can't find sneakers or shoes.
They can't find the latest J's
Nope.
in a size 13 and a half.
Yep, they can't. And that is a problem that I have constantly here because I have enormous feet. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to buy them here and sell them. What is size 13 in Mexico? Mexico has a lot of weird sizes too.
Damn, this
But
one-
Google is not failing us today, is it?
it did.
It did.
It did. Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
I feel like even Google can't answer your can't solve all your problems, but you know what? I can. What is Google saying? Nothing.
Again, nothing.
And that goes to show you how hard it is to find a shoe your size if you have a big foot in Mexico. Even Google can't help you, but I can.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy. I'm gonna have him on deck. Size 13 and up. What up?
Got them J's. I got them
them J's on deck.
Got them J's. Got them
Do
Nikes.
Mexican do Paisas wear J's in their country? I feel like there's more of a market for like Reebok and
Nah, bro. J's are big. See, again, back to how things are in Mexico. You either got money or you don't.
there you
The
go.
people that don't got money, they're not thinking about J's, bro.
No, they're thinking
But-
about not dying.
But the dudes that do got money,
Word?
they're like, oh, they got new J's from the
Yo.
states,
Can I-
states. Oh, word.
Can I just say something though?
They cop them. They come through with their boys like yo. They come through with their Jetta. They come through with the little golf, and then they stunt with their boys like, oh yeah, I just got my iPhone 6s because the 7's just up, but I got the 6s.
Close enough.
And my Calvin Klein shirt, and then
The
they'll
my Nautica hat.
and then they'll stunt. With
Can I just say
the
something?
J's.
And then it might cause a stir. Jordans are trash.
Of course.
Jordans are fucking hideous.
That's why people that are financially sane,
Don't buy
they'll spend their money
on
on
Jordans,
sneakers.
yo.
No,
I
not just Jordans, sneakers.
Yo, there's a dude at my job who just bought a pair of Jordans.
No disrespect to people that wear sneakers.
Nah,
Just
fuck Jordans, man. They're terrible, terrible basketball shoes. Shame on you guys for bamboozling everybody on your basketball shoes. They're fucking terrible, and they look like shit.
shout out to Under Armour though.
Oh, they're pretty bad too. No, but there's a couple of Jordans I like. I'm not gonna front. There's like 2 or 3 Jordans, but the majority of them are trash. Nah, there's this dude at my job. Homeboy just bought a pair of Jordans for $535. That's $500 and $35.
Wait, why? Who? Why?
Exactly. His whole thing is, oh, I'm gonna flip them. But I have a feeling he won't.
Yo, is that a real thing, bro? Because I know
The
people
resale value of
I know
Jordans
people
is
that got
ridiculous.
in early on Jordans
Oh yeah.
that sold for money, but then yet again I know how much can people sell things for now that they're sitting on them and they're just cranking them out.
Yeah.
Because isn't the whole point of collecting stuff the fact that there's
They're
not that
rare.
many?
Yeah, they're exclusive.
They're rare, but the way I see it, they're always coming out with exclusive shit, so they're not really all that
Yeah.
exclusive. Are they?
I think they just switch around a couple.
Think about it,
times.
because doesn't Jordan have like 20 something shoes or like 19 or some shit
yeah,
like that?
but I think they re-release them every so often, and
Well,
every
that-
time they re-release them something new, there's like a new little thing on it,
Well,
something different, maybe a different color wave or something.
The only, I mean, when I was younger, I definitely would have spent money on shoes.
Oh yeah.
But
I
not-
bought some new shoes,
but
$50. That's all you need. That's all you need.
As an adult, yes.
As an adult,
As
that's
an adult.
that's a rational
Yeah,
decision.
and that's the crazy shit when you realize you made that transcendence from
Yeah.
I'm a young fly dude to
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass man.
I'm a grown fly man.
I'm a grown fly man. I'm a grown responsible fly man.
Let me tell you something. Make no mistake. As soon as I get money, I'm buying all the Jordans, even the ones I don't like.
just to have
say
them, just to
I
have them,
have
just
them.
to have them. Yeah.
Just to be like, oh, you bought the new Jordans? Well, look at these. These don't even come out for another 2 years.
Yo, people do that with money, bro. Because the other day I was thinking about, I'm like, how do all the rich people have all these crazy whips? And it's because they get them as soon as they drop, so the
Right.
demand is crazy for them, to where they can rock it for a year, put like 5,000-7,000 miles on them, because it's not their only car,
Yeah.
and sell it again at the end of the year for the same price they bought it for.
Huh.
Because those cars are that much in demand, they're so backed up in
Wow.
deliveries that if you got one and you can sell it, you can pretty much ask for what you want.
Right.
Because, like, for example, right now, the Ford, because they make a lot of cars in Mexico, so they provide jobs in Mexico. So, sort of shout out to them. I know that a lot of dealers employ Mexicans for, general labor.
Right. Yeah.
So, shout out to them. You'll be hearing from us in the future. Just letting you know that we appreciate giving our people work, but you should really support the community.
Yeah.
you know?
Not your multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Yeah,
But that's a talk for another day.
But that's why we shouting you out right now, because they're making some popping cars, bro.
Oh yeah.
And they got this new Mustang called the 350R,
Uh huh.
and I think that shit retails for like 60 something. But right now they're so back, like they're technically sold out, that people that have them are selling them for like 70, 75,
Ooh.
80.
What?
Crazy.
Yo, it's crazy. Speaking of multi-billion-dollar corporations in our homeland taking our land and giving us scraps, they're fucking Volkswagen, man.
Oh,
Volkswagen is heavy in Mexico.
yo, the money that Volkswagen makes. Because think about it, everybody in Mexico drives a fucking Volkswagen.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
The crazy shit is that
I drive a Volkswagen.
you do technically, you do.
I do.
The crazy shit is that over here, you have to go to a special mechanic to get your German cars fixed. Over there, your most basic mechanics have the know-how and the tools to fix your foreign car.
Yo, that's why I am a huge Audi fan, because
There you
in
go.
Mexico I grew my love for Volkswagens, because they're everywhere, bro. They're everywhere.
Right.
And they if you like cars, they have a car that fits whatever your needs are, and they're just basic, like straight to the point.
Right.
And then throughout the years, they progress into just things that make sense. Like, I love my
Oh,
car
yeah.
not because it's the fastest, not because it's the most of anything, but it's because it's practical. I've
Right.
put in an A4, I've put 80-pound bags of cement. Think about that. Would you ever put 8 bags of 80 pounds of cement in the backseat of
My Nissan?
any other car?
A minivan, But that's like the Paisa mobile.
But that's a minivan. You couldn't do that in 3 Series. You couldn't do that in C Class. You couldn't do that in the Lexus.
Ooh.
And even and me personally, I don't care. You know, shit. Things are for work. So work.
Work.
So that's how we look at it. But and I love working on my own car, man. Because like everyone that I talked to when I asked about repairs, they were like, "Oh, what kind of car you got?" I'm like, "Oh, it's an Audi." He's like, "Oh, I don't touch them." And I'm like, "Man, y'all niggas just pussy, man."
Yo.
Like when people tell me, "Oh, I don't do that," and I'm like, "Yo, you supposed to be a mechanic?
Word.
Nigga, you pussy."
Word.
Yo, it's funny though,
Shout
man.
out to pussy mechanics
Yeah, shout out to everybody. I mean, I get it though. You don't want to be held responsible for something.
for fucking up another person's vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, but even though you're supposed to be a mechanic, but besides the fact, but I understand the not wanting to take the risk, because
Right.
I mean, I'm looking at it, and I'm not the smartest person, but I'm also not stupid, and I'm like, this is fairly complicated, Like I'm not here trying to design it. See, that's why cars are so beautiful, because the people that made them, that actually designed them, they make them in such a way to where an idiot like myself can move some things around and fix it. Think about it. That takes thinking.
Right.
That's some real smart motherfuckers, So, yeah, every time that I do anything, I just look it up, and the way I do it is if it's something that I could take off and replace with a brand new one of the exact same thing, I'll do that.
Right.
But the moment I got to go in there tinkering, cutting things to
Yeah,
side,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, I can't do it,
Yeah.
Like custom
It's
fabrication.
too much risk on that too.
I could try, but I don't have enough experience for that. But it is what it is. But again, I just grow as a person. So I feel like maybe in the near future, once I get a green card, maybe I could become a mechanic. I have so many dreams of what I want to become when I get a green card. Because I would love to be. I feel like a little kid, bro. Every time I think about it, bro. Because I really do get excited like that. Because people don't understand what it's like to be limited by something that it's so basic, but you could really do things with.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell people, oh man, I would love to be a dermatologist. I would love
Oh,
to
wow.
be. I would love to be an immigration lawyer. I would love to be fucking a race car driver. I would love to be a mechanic.
If you can help us get a green card, please hit us up at Paisa Life on AIM.
Please.
Send us an instant message. Or just find us on the chat rooms. One of the chat rooms.
At my screen there, Jose El Flaco.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
AIM.
Yeah,
Shout out to AIM, man. AIM got me laid. I'm not going to say anything bad about AIM.
AIM got it popping, bro.
Yeah.
AIM was using emojis before emojis were a
That's
thing.
true. That's true.
So anybody that calls them emojis and think you popping because you usually
That's
smiley
true.
faces now.
That's true.
My nigga, I was doing that shit in 99.
Oh, shit.
Doing that shit in 99.
Yep.
Holla at us. Yo, how many years ago was that though?
Damn, son. That was too long for me to want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because it's going to show our age.
I mean, we were young as hell, but that's what when I look back at it, I'm like, God damn, my nigga, like time flies. It's 2016.
Yeah.
It's the fucking future.
It's the future.
It's the future.
It is, man. It is the future.
Yeah, yo, I really dig this audio quality, bro.
Yeah, it's sounding real nice.
I feel like every podcast que pasa, we are digging ourselves a little more.
Yeah. And again, that doesn't mean that we're not extending the invitation to you if you're savvy on how audio works.
Yeah,
if you can give us pointers and help us out, just,
Oh, yeah, because like I said, I'm a know-nothing nigga that.
Yeah, but we're doing the best we can.
Yeah.
But if you have the technical know-how on how we can improve our podcast, and if you want to be in our podcast, by all means, please hit us up on our MySpace at Paisa Life. Paisa Life. MySpace.com/Paisa Life.
Make sure to check out our hometown page.
Oh, wow. You took it real back.
Got him. And on that bombshell,
Oh, my God.
this was another episode of the Paisa Life Podcast. Your boy Bugs.
It's your boy Chilaquil O'Neal this week.
Thank you for listening, and we check you out next episode.
Peace.
Peace.